Part 1. The Starting Line. Age 22. Picture this. You are 22 years old. You've just graduated and you're holding your very first professional paycheck. The amount is exactly $1,847 after taxes. In your checking account, you have a modest balance of $1,140. At this exact moment, your life splits into two parallel universes. Two paths, two futures, triggered by a single habit. Path A, the builder. You take an entry-level job at a logistics firm. The office isn't glamorous. It smells like stale coffee and printer toner. Your manager, Ellis, explains the workflows once. You don't just listen, you take meticulous notes. On a quiet Sunday night, you open a Roth IRA. The balance is $0. You fund it with $200. It feels insignificant, like a drop of water in an ocean. But you do it anyway. You automate it for the day after payday, so the money vanishes before you can miss it. You live in a shared apartment for $740. You eat at home 6 nights a week because the math demands it. By the end of year 1, you have $2,400 invested and $1,900 in emergency savings. You've built your first fortress. Path B, the spender. You have the same $1,847 paycheck, but your first move is to buy a car on a 72-month loan. Between the payment and insurance, you're out $581 a month. You rent a 1-bedroom apartment for $980 because you value status. You eat out 4 nights a week. Friday nights are for bar tabs, and Sunday brunch is a 2-hour affair that costs $41. You deposit $100 in savings, but 3 weeks later, you withdraw $80 for a concert ticket. By the end of year 1, you have only $220 in savings, but your credit card debt has ballooned to $1,340 at a staggering 25% interest. Part 2. The Widening Gap. Ages 23 to 30. As the years roll by, these small habits begin to take on a life of their own. Path A, the builder. You receive a $2,100 raise. Instead of upgrading your life, you upgrade your future. You bump your investment to $350 a month. When the market dips and your balance drops by $2,600, you don't panic. You buy more. You understand that a market crash is just a sale. At 27, after 19 months of disciplined saving, you buy a duplex for $112,000. You live in one unit and rent out the other. By age 30, you've added a triplex. Your net worth has surged to $134,000, and you have $1,481 in passive cash flow hitting your bank account every single month. Path B, the spender. You get that same $2,100 raise, but you use it to move to a building with a gym and a rooftop. The rent is now $1,240. You buy a $1,400 couch on Buy Now, Pay Later, not realizing the interest kicks in retroactively. You open a rewards card, spending $4,000 just to get free points. At 30, your relationship ends, and you're stuck paying $1,580 in rent alone. To survive, you cash out your 401k, losing 30% to taxes and penalties. Your net worth, a fragile $14,000, mostly locked in a car that is losing value every day. Part 3. The Peak and the Breaking Point. Ages 31 to 40. The distance between these two lives is no longer a gap. It's a canyon. Path A, the builder. By 32, your salary is $82,000. You max out your retirement accounts. You still drive a 2019 Camry with 94,000 miles, but your bank account is a powerhouse. At 37, you sell your first duplex and roll the $74,000 profit into a 4-unit building using a tax-free exchange. By age 40, your net worth hits $1,068,000. When your mother needs specialized care costing $3,200 a month, it isn't a crisis. It's just a line item. Your real estate cash flow covers it. You have achieved total optionality. Path B, the spender. You consolidate your debt, but without changing your system, the cards fill up again. At 34, a $4,400 medical bill goes straight to a high-interest card. At 37, you're laid off. With no emergency fund, your severance vanishes in 11 weeks. By age 40, you are exhausted. You've worked hard for 18 years, but you are running on a treadmill that never stops. Your net worth is $58,700, but it's all locked away. Your checking account holds $2,100. You aren't lazy, but you are trapped in a spending system with no exit. Part 4. The final verdict. The distance between these two people is now over $1 million. It didn't start with a lottery win. It started 18 years ago with a single $187 decision made before the weekend started. One person automated their future. The other financed their present. Compound interest is neutral. It doesn't care who it helps or who it hurts. It just grows. If you are in your 20s or 30s today, you are standing at that fork in the road. The builder version of you is waiting for you to hit transfer. The spender version of you is looking at a new car. The Tuesday after your decision will come regardless. The only question is, whose life will you be living when it arrives? Choose wisely.